Here in oh, here we go. Good evening. Welcome to the Bubba
And
and
the Filipinas. So
thank you. Very good. So how is everybody tonight?
we're great.
Good.
Just got back from our
Thank.
dance class again every Monday.
Now, what kind of dancing do
Having
you
dance
ladies
every
do?
Monday.
Mute the
So
volume.
at first
Beginner. Beginner's dance.
we started off with like almost like a Zumba aerobics class. And then when we got the beat, we kind of stepped up the ladder a bit with the hip hop and but very slow counting hip hop
Oh,
for
cool.
adults
For
So you're,
beginners.
for beginners
so
for
you're out there
adults.
shaking your booty,
Just
are
just
you?
want to shake off all the
Yeah,
time.
because we're stiff all day.
Oh, yeah, it's true. You're stuck in an
How about
office
you,
all day.
Baba?
What's your name?
What kind of dancing do you do?
Oh, I do.
What do you
I do.
make?
I used to dance. I used to be quite the mosher back in the day.
Really? I think you should
Oh,
show us.
sample.
Can you ladies turn up your volume a little bit?
Okay,
I got you turned up as loud as I can.
this one,
Yes, just turn it up
is it better?
a little bit louder if you could.
We can hear, but we can't hear you.
I think maybe what it
Oh,
is some of the audience has
it's
hearing problems.
oh. What's happening? Is it
Oh,
having a backbeat or something?
no, you don't. Not at all. Uh, I guess because you have such kind of low voices that.
Oh,
So
is
I
that
have your
a little bit
volume.
high?
What's that?
Huh?
Are you there?
Yeah, of course.
Just repeating.
Are we
Okay,
already okay?
you sound good.
We saw
Better?
I Yeah, I think so. So anyway, okay. So this week
Mm.
we are going to talk about your trip to Surigao and what was it like at the Enchanted River. I have yet to go there.
Oh, it was amazing because the water is so clear and there are a lot of species of fishes that you don't know where they ca- where they came from, but it's a little bit uh what do you call this it's a little bit scary. The trench is has never been the depth of the trench
another day.
has never been explored by anyone. The
Oh,
Dr. Alfonso Amores, they said that he tried to discover the depth of the trench, and then he died having cardiac arrest when he was already in the 200 depth of the trench.
hmm.
As you all know, the Hinatuan River has a trench and all kinds of fishes inside that trench exists, but no one really knows where those fishes come from. They told they said it came from another part of a sea, or it's like an intermediate between the sea and a river. So um when 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 people go there to cliff dive, they are not allowed anymore because said that that trench would not exist unless it has like a negative pressure inside. So when I tried to swim, when I saw that there are no people looking, I tried to swim. I tried to swim towards the trench, and
It's like
the
this.
trench sucks me in. So I was scared.
Really?
So
The, the trench sucked you
yeah,
in.
there are two. Yeah, there are two. It's not. It's not a really really
Strong
negative pressure,
force
but
sucks you inside
there are
the trenches.
two forces. The one towards the falls to another location, the one inside the trench. So everyone has to be careful when they go there. But it was a really nice view, and it's worth going really because the it's like Gatorade. The color of the water is like Gatorade. It's so blue and it's
Wow,
so clear. It's so
that's awesome.
I mean, but it's such a large mystery and a wondrous place.
It's like you're swimming in an aquarium. You can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
all kinds
yeah.
of species that you cannot normally
You
see
don't
in a
normally
certain
see in
area.
there. Mhm.
So you're like doing a field trip in one area.
They're trying to preserve kinds of fishes. So you can't eat, you can't leave anything. Yeah.
Did you spend the night there?
There. Sorry.
Mm.
Unfortunately, no. I wanted to go back there because we were not allowed to go near the trench area before. So we just swam a little further away from there. And I think it's best to go there during the morning because the sun rays are shining directly over the trench.
You can clearly see
So
all
you
the
can clearly see all those fishes. But because we were a little bit on a schedule, we didn't go there. We went to
another.
Britannia group of islands.
Now,
Another
how
beach
was
in
that?
Surigao del Sur. Uh, it was the beach. The beach is really wonderful. White sand,
Fine white sand,
and they
a
have
lot of rock
a lot of
formations.
rock formations, and there are a lot of water sports such as flying fish, banana boats, jet ski, those things that you can enjoy while on the beach. We didn't have time
Explore every
to
island.
explore everything. It would have been a lot better if we stayed there for. But when we were
And
there,
you were too.
actually, I was mentioning a little bit earlier that we were we were sick. So as much as we tried, we actually have the complete equipments. We had the underwater camera, tripod, goggles, snorkel, and everything.
Everything that you need.
But because actually, for me, I've never been sick except exactly
The moment
at
that
that
we're going
moment
to
that we were
swim at the
there.
beach.
Hmm?
So the beaches in del Sur and are really wonderful beaches, especially if it's not densely inhabited.
Well, that's
So
good. Now it's
that's
a
all
pretty
that I can say.
it's
I
a
haven't
pretty
seen.
it now is there really a lot of people there? Were there a lot of people there when you went there, or
No, no,
Actually,
no.
there's no
When your basis of comparison is
Boracay.
the people here in Boracay or people here in the north in the cities near the coast beaches, there actually aren't a lot of people there.
The natives,
Natives,
the
the
locals, and
locals,
a few few tourists. So
and a few tourists. So
Okay.
we enjoyed our family. We went there with we were a really big family when we went there because it's our reunion. So we are
Okay.
like 30 people.
and I was adopted that
We adopted her.
Oh,
Not
cool.
sisters.
for
Oh
week,
no,
but she tried to ask for payment every day.
she's our pet.
That's funny.
So we thought you're adopted, but you're actually the pet.
Um,
Okay. So,
There.
yeah.
Yeah.
shall we talk about our top? Oh, did you? You guys didn't stay. You ladies didn't
Have you
stay.
been to Surigao?
No, I have not. I want to go really badly.
You're near.
We
Can
can go and commute or drive.
bus. But I
Why
think
not?
I don't have a tour guide.
I
Oh,
think ask. I read that they have a tour. You just need to join one fixing all your itineraries that day.
Well, why don't you ladies be my tour guide?
Hmm.
schedule is pretty tight. We can't promise, but we'll call you whenever we go there again.
Okay, that'll
Someday.
work. 10 years from now,
Someday.
Ah,
when
in
Bubba's on
10
his
years.
deathbed, we'll call you. Have you been at
That's been funny.
last last Watan? Last Watan? Can you see the
What?
chat?
Hmm? What are you saying?
Can you see the chat?
Hmm?
Last,
Last
Ask if they visited.
weekend.
I think we need.
Last weekend. We didn't have the chance to go to the season.
Okay. Is that
My
supposed
friend
to be
said they
nice?
have my friend said yeah, a lot of manta rays. Manta rays in the season. I'm not sure, but we will look into it. We can look into it. Baba.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Dancing.
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, La Suitan is like a falls.
I'm. Mm,
Never. You know what? When we went to just after a really strong storm. So I suggest that whenever anyone wants to go to a falls, he or she has to make sure that the weather is
water.
nice because the water won't be clear. The what the waterfalls won't be clear. It's just gonna look like a mud
I think
if they
we
go
went to
there.
Tinoy Falls.
Look like a
You can
mud
see that
puddle.
it's color green.
Yeah,
But
when we
when we
went
were, it's
there,
all brown
it's brown. So
because
we
all
said,
the water from
"Where's the water? It's all mud."
yeah,
Oh, that's not good.
the mountain.
And the current is really dangerous.
So
Really?
So yeah, it was too strong because it's just after the rain.
Oh, that's not
So
good.
yeah, maybe I'll go. Lasitan, wow. Ocean waterfall.
mm,
Wow, you gave us an idea. Lasitan.
we'll go to Sikihor first.
Let's
But
sweeten.
we'll explore next month. 4 days.
Cool.
4 days, no work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go Surigao. Ay,
No,
Bohol.
Bohol,
Cebu,
Cebu,
Oh, you're going to Bahal?
uh,
Sikihor.
yeah, whatever we can. And my goal is to see a turtle, to swim with the turtles, and to go cliff diving. That's my goal. And to wear.
Oh, cool. Do you know how to scuba dive?
So, no, no, I'm not a licensed scuba diver yet. Not yet a licensed scuba diver.
Okay, have you taken
I can
lessons or
practice
thought
that.
about taking lessons?
Got it. And then the nearest here is like 2 hours from here, and it's 10,000. So I'm gonna buy an implant machine first. Yeah.
Oh, you're buying an implant machine. I think all you need is to put in an implant. I think all you really need is like a good hammer drill and you
A
know,
screwdriver and a
yeah, a
screw.
pair of pliers, a good drill bit.
Do you want to be a sample patient?
Mhm.
No, it's okay.
Just kidding.
Hey, as long as I don't
Just
feel pain,
kidding.
as long as I don't feel pain, I'm fine with it.
You want to try a jackhammer?
Oh, don't feel anything. Don't make sure you fall asleep.
Oh,
Only when
okay.
you're awake. So be just surprised. So what will you see?
That's funny. Okay.
Okay.
Now our topic
What's
tonight
our
is
topic?
we're going to talk about superstitions.
Super. Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you ladies that in America it's not so prevalent now but it used to be if you got into like a 15-story
Oh.
building, there would be no number 13, no 13th
Mhm.
floor. It would go 12, then
Here
14,
in the
and 15.
Philippines too,
What?
it's applied. A lot of the super in the Philippines too. A lot of the buildings here
Okay. Can
they
you
don't have
hold the mic a little
does not
closer to your
have number
mouth?
13. In the Philippines too,
Cool. Perfect.
there is no 13th floor
13th floor or
or yeah or number 13 rooms. Didn't you notice?
Yes, it's very
Mm,
superstitious.
mm. Here, there are a lot of I
Oh,
actually compiled a little bit interesting superstition in the Philippines because the Philippines has a lot of superstitions. If you must know in the history of the Philippines, it's a lot of intercultural mixes with other countries. They they brought with them all their superstitions, and then they had an explanation for peculiar beliefs that they explained rationally. So,
okay.
uh, would you want to hear one superstition here in the Philippines?
Yes.
Uh, if you want bed bugs to leave your house, place some on a piece of paper and leave them in someone else's house. The other bed bugs will transfer.
Okay.
That's mean.
Really?
So that's kind of irrational, but it's actually the first time I've heard of this
but
one.
I think
It's irrational, but
there's a point because to the other house because you transfer it already.
oh,
Hmm.
Probably that's the rationale or the reason behind having the bugs transfer to other house.
transfer all the bed bugs to the other houses, and we won't have bed bugs anymore.
You
That's
know,
why
it's
I don't like
funny.
it anymore.
It's funny. In Boston, okay, they were having a bad bed bug problem, and
Oh.
but it was in the
And then.
extremely wealthy neighborhoods. So they
Oh.
would have pest control
Okay.
companies come out to their house at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
And then.
Wouldn't
What?
see. And bed bugs are really, really big
Huh?
business. Bed bugs are really big business in the U.S.
Mm. It's a piece of bed bug somewhere.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
we have a
I
guest,
get it.
another guest.
Oh, yeah, we have.
You there?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, yeah, sure, yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I
You sound like that dude on the Muppets.
used to I used to do that over the radio. I used to go, "Yeah, sure, sure, sure."
Funny. Okay.
We're talking about superstitions.
Yes,
Bad luck sign.
I guess. Yeah. Any kind of superstitions.
Discuss the number 13.
What's that?
We already discussed the number 13.
Not a ton, but I just mentioned it. Sometimes you would go in the buildings in the U.S.
Oh,
It would be
And
like 15 stories, but there would be no number 13.
Bubba just officially ate his microphone again.
na dinner's.
So everywhere else in the world except for European or Anglo countries, the number 13 is a kind of a
Cursed
no,
number.
nobody worries about it in the rest of the world. Only us Westerners worry about it. Now, we had a hotel room, or not a hotel, but an apartment in Abu Dhabi. It was on the 13th floor, and it was number 1313.
1313.
We don't have 13th floors in the United
Double that.
States. Yeah, exactly. We don't have any
Yeah.
13th floors in the
What's
United
the
States.
origin of that? Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th is the origin, and it goes back to
Uh,
really old Catholic times. So my Filipino
oh, I
wife
wonder
was like, I don't
the
know why you're so
explanation.
worried about going onto the 13th floor. It's no big deal. I said, it's a huge deal.
That would be like living in apartment number 666.
But
I'm not.
in Chinese societies, Sino societies like Korea, Japan, places like that, the number 4 is the unlucky number. It's the death number. Is SAR or SA in Korean, and they don't have number 4 hospital beds in China.
That's weird.
That's not really much weirder than the 13th floor being non-existent, even though we know that there's still a 13th floor.
Yeah, that's true. See, I never thought much of that stuff. Like, oh, number 13, it's a unlucky number. I'm thinking, well, I don't know. I mean, it didn't hurt Dan Marino,
I prefer to go out of
although he
town
never won a ring.
Friday the what's that?
Microphone needs to come up just a notch.
Yeah.
Is the microphone better? No.
The volume's just low. That's all.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh.
because she kind of holds it away from her mouth. She doesn't want to be swallowing it.
Like you do.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's hear about some other superstitions. How about, I wonder where the black cat one came from. Have you ladies ever heard that one? I know Dave has.
Whenever you whenever you're going to a friend that you will try to ask lend her I know sorry to lend, you will come across a cat. She won't lend you money. That's what we've heard. And
Where they say that black when you see black cats crossing the street, usually it's a sign of a bad omen or something bad will happen. So
what you know about what do you know about the black cat?
Just the same thing. If a
Oh.
black cat runs across your path, it's supposed to be bad luck.
That's true. That's one we have in common with
yeah,
the
but
Philippines. I know my wife's scared to death of black cats.
Yeah, you know what? Lynn is too, and I'm like, it's just a cat.
Your wife is so
But
superstitious.
but you don't really see any black cats here hardly either. I've noticed that as well.
Totally need to get a black cat.
Oh yeah, I want to get like 3 or 4
there
of
are a
them.
lot of stray cats.
What do you think, Ken? A couple black cats for pets?
Yeah,
They
they're
look
beautiful.
yeah, they look good.
They're yeah, especially if they have yellow eyes. But it's
Oh,
scary at night. But I think black
well,
cats are beautiful.
Black and gray.
cool. What, well, Dave, I know you're not a big dog person. What about cats?
I love cats. I've always had cats. My last cat in the United States was an American short hair.
Okay, yeah, you're like me. I always had cats in the States. Actually, I got a little uh, calico kitten now. She's like predominantly white, but she's got black and brown splotches on her. So my first Philippines cat.
How about how,
Saying
how how about opening an umbrella indoors? That's a really bad omen in the United States.
here too. We don't believe anymore.
I know.
We don't open it inside because the floors get wet.
That makes sense. Well, I know in Russia it is considered bad luck to reach across the threshold door and shake somebody's hand. They said that they believe that's bad luck as well. That you don't, like if somebody opens the door and you're standing outside, you don't reach across to shake their hand. That's supposed to be a bad omen. Also, too, I know one thing in China too. The chopsticks, you're not supposed to like poke them in the rice, like just poke them in the rice and leave them upright, because I guess,
What's the reason?
well, because they do that on some kind of festival or holiday they have where they like visit their dead ancestors. Like I think it's Tomb Sweeping Day,
Mhm.
which is like early in March. They'll get together and they'll all go like to like the dead relatives' tombs and hang out and eat and drink and all that. Visit with them, which I think they kind of do that here too, don't they?
No. What
Again, sorry.
when you visit the tomb of a dead
Yes.
relative?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're? The only superstition here is when you come from like a cemetery or something or like a wake, can't go directly at your house or else the spirits of the dead will follow your home. And it won't be a pretty. You have to take a detour, and if you must, just just don't go home immediately.
We call it
That's just that.
pag in Tagalog.
Shake it off the spirits.
So that it won't
So that's what I still do because I'm afraid of ghosts.
yeah, I also do that. Still do that.
Yeah.
Because my mom
Hmm.
will get mad.
Is that what you were talking about, or you have the same kind of superstition too?
No, we just shoot it. You know, we just shoot the spirits, no problem. I'm just kidding.
Mm.
No, I don't personally know, and I don't think we really do have any superstitions like that. So, um, but yeah, I'm not really a big
Oh,
superstitious kind of
there's not
guy.
yeah. Well,
Yes.
there will not there's nothing that's gonna happen if you don't follow it. And one is also when you drop a spoon, there will be a male visitor that will arrive at your house. When you drop a fork, there's a girl that will arrive at your door. So try to always drop a spoon.
Every time.
Don't drop a spoon. So if you drop a spoon, don't pick it up, or
But it doesn't happen.
But I think it should be unintentional because what we do is very intentional.
mm, I hear you loud and clear. What if you drop a mic?
What? What about this one? I thought it's good. It has a good quality like this. It's the nearest I can get to the mic.
You sound perfect now.
Still not?
No, you sound good now.
Oh, okay. But a little bit. Okay. I'm dropping forks all over the kitchen right now.
Oh, are you?
There will be female ghosts that will come. I'm just kidding. I'm not sure. Not a real person.
Hey, you sound perfect
That's
now.
not okay, okay. So there one that they said if if a pregnant woman grows like an unexplained fondness or hate towards a certain someone, her baby will look like that person. They said it's called lihi in Tagalog.
Well, it's funny because
Or
I saw somebody and I said, "Man," I called him a mongoloid, and Lynn was like, "Don't say that.
Is
Our kid
that
will come out as one. Our kid will come out as one. We believe that if you call somebody something." I'm like, "No, he won't." I said, "He's not going to
oh
come
it
out
will
as
go
a
back.
mom." I said, and okay, I got to ask you, ladies, this: what do you think of frogs?
oh,
Frog?
Yes, she okay. She'll
what
she'll
about frog?
she'll she'll pick up a roach and throw it outside, right? But or kill it, but she's terrified of frogs, and she thinks that if they pee on you,
Mm.
that it's poison, that you'll die. And
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
haven't heard of that.
well, I told her, I said, if that were true, I'd have been dead when I was like 7 years old because I used to pick up frogs all the time, and they pee on you.
Oh yeah, some frogs are even poisonous.
Yeah, I think there are some frogs that can.
They pee on you because they're nervous.
Yeah, you're scaring the pee out of them. So,
But someone's asking why uh why do you put coins in the corners of the rooms of a new house?
do you do that?
Mm, I
I don't
haven't
know.
heard that, but
I don't
I
know.
what I know is that when the house is newly blessed, they throw a lot of coins
Hmm.
during blessing because they want that the house be blessed or prosperous the
Okay.
entire all throughout or the people that will live there.
Oh.
What
Yeah, yeah.
I hear you snickering.
And what's the name of our guest, Baba? You haven't introduced him yet.
Who's that?
Forgot
Oh, Dave. I'm
the
sorry.
name of our guest.
The name of our guest is
Forgot to introduce.
Quintung Baloo.
Or Dave.
Or Dave.
Latino. What?
But Quintai Baloo is fine too.
So there.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Again?
Kwentong baliw.
Oh, yeah. So you're the one. Hello, Kwentong Baliw.
Why? Do you know what that means?
It's like crazy talk, kind of.
Kwentong baliw?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy stories. So do you have any crazy stories out there?
Do you crazy stories or crazy superstitions?
Or do you follow any crazy superstitions?
Oh.
Yeah, of course. I'm uh, I'm half Irish. They're some of the most superstitious people in Europe.
Oh, you don't have an Irish accent.
Oh, that's because I'm descended. I'm American.
Ah, okay. What about
Uh,
the superstitions in Ireland, Irish people?
May you be dead a
that's
half hour. May you be in heaven a half hour before the
Stories.
devil knows you're dead.
okay. Yeah, that's just on like a bar napkin or something. But
Yeah.
really,
it,
really,
it still sounds cool
ladies,
though.
I'll tell you what, ladies. There are many superstitions in Ireland that are similar to superstitions in the Philippines. For example,
Oh,
my wife brought me to Puerto Princesa on Palawan, and we were in the forest, and she was talking to the people in the forest, asking for their permission and how she's being quiet. And she told me to
oh.
be quiet, and I said, "What are you doing?" She's like,
She's
"Hun,
superstitious, yeah.
shh," and I'm like, "This is insane."
You need to
And then
follow.
she explained it to me, and I said, "I have Irish relatives that do the
Happy wife,
same
happy.
thing." Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, you have to follow her. Happy wife, happy life. Just kidding. Oh yeah, because they said that there are a lot of or free spirits in the forest that guides what do you call this? Protects it. Protects it.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
Bye-bye. Your coffee's bad.
Yeah, you should stop smoking.
I don't smoke. The cigarette does.
Yeah. Kwentong Baliw already told you to stop your smoking.
He doesn't
I think,
smoke.
have you heard that when you are lost, you need to turn your shirt backwards. So you need so you can find your way out because maybe the spirits are working on you. So you need to turn your shirt
Inside out.
yeah.
Heard that. That's interesting.
So what's
Hmm.
I should try that. I get lost all the time. I should try that more.
I hardly ever go out, so it's hard to get lost when you don't really leave the house
You were out
much.
I
today.
also
You
get
were out
lost.
today dressed like a nun.
Yeah. Yeah. With shades, no less.
I'm sorry. That part of it. Meanwhile, back on the show where we're talking about superstition.
That's funny. Superstition. Never heard the shirt thing before.
What's the weirdest stations? Hey Baba, you're there?
It's, what's that? I'm here.
Yeah. I was
Oh yeah, I remember another superstitious belief. If you fit your bridal gown a day before your wedding, it will lead to the deferral of your wedding. Your wedding will be deferred.
Deferred as in put off, like to another day, delayed.
Yeah, it will not. Yeah, put off.
Ah,
No, it will not happen
oh, it
anymore.
won't happen. Oh,
So no one
I did hear you're not supposed to see the bride in her dress before the wedding.
Yeah, it's another.
That it's
Yeah,
supposed
I've
to be
heard
bad luck.
that. Yeah, but my brother saw my sister-in-law wearing the bridal gown before their wedding.
sister-in-law.
Yeah, sister-in-law.
Bakit may sinuot?
During the fitting,
Bakit sister-in-law?
si Ate Rose.
Ah,
So, but the wedding still happened. So I don't think that. I don't think it's true.
Okay, we couldn't really hear you.
you have
It's like you're whispering. Yes, the mic.
Mm,
Mic check.
first time.
First time.
we need to
Sound
rent a
good.
commercial
Because the last
property
time
and
things
just.
are all good.
This, huh? What?
Oh
Sorry.
no, please, no, please, after you.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, I was just being silly. I said we should rent a commercial property here and start make it so that we had like a YouTube channel, Devow, and we could have like mics and all this stuff. We could set up all the levels and everything there.
Oh. But we're at the north. We're at the north,
We're in the
We're
zone.
further
up
further
north.
from Davao.
We're
Oh, I
up.
see.
We're up north,
Up
further,
north. Yes,
far from Davao.
I see.
It's merely a 2-hour plane ride away.
Oh wow,
I think it's about 2 hours by
Anyways,
plane.
2 hours. 2 hours, you would be in like the other end of Indonesia.
He'll give us
nice.
Start one in Second Life. Yes.
Just for the show.
Yes,
Another
indeed.
one of the superstitions. Actually, I was just reading this one a while ago, and it was the first time I've heard about this. If parents want their child to be a good orator or speaker when he grows, they must feed him with the cooked female organ of a pig.
A cooked female organ of the pig.
Does that even mean? Do they mean like a uterus, or do they mean what?
Yeah. Which
Maybe,
organ?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
they didn't can use your imagination.
Okay, okay.
Whatever. Uterus or whatever.
Okay. The female reproductive part.
Such a dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Walk said
That
it.
is
That's weird. But he said
oh,
it's okay to eat ants. So your voice will you'll be a good singer when you grow up. So it's okay for me to eat ants before.
eat ants. I actually knew a guy who went to the Air Force Academy, and they would have them eat things. And one of the things they had them eat was ants. And he actually said they weren't bad. They kind of had like a lemony taste to them. And the reason why they do that is because if you're a pilot and you're downed and you have to survive, they show you what kind of plants you can eat, what kind of, insects and things like that you can eat in order to survive. But I never thought I would never want to eat weird things like that.
Oh.
Like I know in China they believe eating scorpions is aphrodisiac in South China. Man, they eat anything.
I think the Chinese will eat anything and everything and call it an aphrodisiac.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Especially the
Yeah, good
South
point.
Chinese are really bad about, whereas the North Chinese aren't so bad about that. But the South Chinese, they eat
Oh.
any and everything.
They
I wouldn't want to eat.
do you have you ever eaten siopao? Siopao
That's
before, like a bread with meat in it,
Steamed bun.
I've had a sub sandwich
steamed
before.
bun. Um, some part in China, they fill it with carton paper instead of meat. They fill it with carton kind of paper and then season it with salt and MSG and then serve it. They even eat fetuses.
Animal fetuses.
No, no. A real one. A human fetus.
Oh,
oh, they usually don't they use like the
Mm.
not the I didn't know they ate the fetus. That's disgusting. I thought they just ate like the placenta.
oh,
No, no. They're in some part.
Really? Ugh.
Well, I
that's
haven't evidence
nasty.
though, but
That's like cannibalism.
I hear it's true. Hearsay, I'm not sure.
They eat
Uh,
everything.
well, I hope that is. Ugh,
They
placenta.
use they use a cat to make it too.
Oh
So
well.
yeah.
Actually, they eat
Oh.
dogs in China. I know that. Not cats, but they do eat dogs.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree, Graham. Either way, I'll
Wow.
pass.
Sad. Pass. A pass.
Ugh, eat the placenta.
I don't
I
want
can
Nasty.
eat it.
What's that? Korea, they eat some weird crap too.
Yeah, they eat dog. I was stationed in Korea several times.
Ugh. Now, do you have you ever tried kimchi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's delicious.
Yeah, I love it. I'm really happy that Davao has a lot of ethnic Korean food. Kimchi's wonderful.
Okay, I heard it just reeks. It can't be any worse than durian now. Oh God, does
It,
that
it does it
smell?
doesn't it doesn't smell great, but you know you don't if you don't have like a giant quantity on your plate, you're not going to smell it. It's not if you stick your head in it like a kimchi jar or something, then you'll smell it.
Oh,
It's like more of a side dish.
Yeah,
It depends on
okay.
the kind of kimchi. It's too spicy. It's not like what I've said before. It's not a flavor anymore. It's like more of a pain on the tongue. So I'd rather eat a lot less spicier kimchi.
Uh, okay. How about now? Do you like durian?
Durian.
Yes.
Depends on the kind of durian.
Durian yema and durian cake.
There are durian that doesn't smell as what do you smell really strong or taste really strong, like the white cove. It's a little
Oh,
bit mild, milder taste. Yeah, durian yema and durian cake. Those are delicious.
I, I know Lynn had durian in the house, and man, as soon as she opened that fridge up, you could smell it through the whole house. And I'm like, God, please eat that outside.
you're not allowed. Oh, I should say they are not allowed to have durian in the refrigerator.
Oh,
Yeah, because it makes the other food taste like durian too.
Yes, exactly.
or smell like it. Just the smell alone is terrible. Okay, what about camel burgers?
Oh, camel.
Camel burgers. What are camel burgers,
Haven't heard.
Dave?
We had a thing about we thought they were substituting the beef for camel. I still think that they've in Saudi Arabia and Iraq that when we were there they were substituting the beef with camel because it was really different tasting.
Was it really tough?
Like it's is it more of a beef or like more of a goat or lamb
That's a good
taste?
way of trying to identify it. It did have kind of a goat taste to it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What's the diet of camels? All vegetables, grass.
Yeah, they mainly eat like a vegetarian diet and some grain.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Ugh. I like goat actually. I never ate it till I came here. I do love lamb, but it does taste
Yeah.
different than lamb now, even though they are, I guess, cousins.
I can only eat if it's already served, but if I see it, they try to slaughter it, I can't. Like the chickens, I can't eat, even if I get because in the provinces, a lot of the people they're the ones who you know
You're the one who slaughtered it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Graham says he used to smoke camels.
Me too. I
Oh, you
smoked camel.
smoke camels.
I used to. I used to smoke. Well, I do now too, but they're filtered. I used to smoke Camel no filters. I smoked them for about 15
Mm,
years. I've actually never seen them here. No filter camels.
because there are no camels here. It's the first time that I learned that there are camel filters.
Yes,
Bubba got confused.
I did. We were talking about Camel cigarettes, dear. So, uh, oh, anyway, so we've been going on now close to an hour. So, anything else? Is there anything else somebody would like to add?
last one. This one I used to believe this, but it never happened. You will get taller if you jump at exactly 12 a.m. at New Year.
You used to do that.
We've been trying
I've
it
heard of that. I've heard of that.
every yeah, even now, even up until now, we've been trying to jump every New Year, but I think
It's not
it's
happening.
not,
So superstitions X.
but we're still hopeful. So we'll try it again.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, you're just barely at 5 foot, correct, Ken?
Yeah.
And Louis is a little bit taller, but not by much, correct?
Yeah, yeah. I think average height for a Filipino.
5 foot
But
one.
it would be better if it would be better if could add a little inches to our
Oh,
height. A little
he's no longer short. She's like 5'4".
Who's 5'4"?
Hey,
Ah, your wife. His wife. Your wife?
Tall enough.
Mm, lucky for her.
yeah, really.
So,
It's not ano
okay. I'm not going to ask about that.
She's only 5'8". I thought she was taller than that. I really did.
5'8". Wow. It's really
So,
tall for a.
oh, yeah, don't for a girl.
so
Yeah.
okay. I guess we'll go ahead and call it a show.
I'll say it. It's a show.
Yep, it's a show.
I called it.
It's a oh, yes, you did. Okay. Do you ladies have any last, I don't want to say, any last remarks before we close the show? I didn't want to say any last words because it sounds like we're executing you. Do you have any last remarks?
I
Before
don't
we
have any last words. Last remarks. Is it any different? No, we're okay.
okay. And how about you, Dave?
Oh, I'm sorry. I accidentally hit the wrong button for the mute. It was a pleasure talking to you, ladies. No, I really don't have anything else to say except has everybody here tried Tamilok yet? Tamilok.
What's that?
Haven't heard of it.
Tamilok.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
in Palawan.
I would not even try it, but I was there, and then they told me that they're gonna pay me. But when I ate it, ew. I mean, it
Really? I liked
tastes
it.
okay,
Yeah.
but when you know what is it before you eat it, it just creeps me out.
Tastes like
Okay.
How did you how did you eat it? Did you eat it with vinegar or any other kind of spices?
I ate it both ways because my wife lied to me and said she had it before. And she said, "Ha ha ha! You just ate it." I said, "Now it's your turn."
You
And
never
she
ate
says,
worm?
I didn't really ever eat it." I said, "Oh, guess what? You have to eat it now." Yes, I ate
Did
it
you
with
know it's
vinegar and
worm?
without. I'm
seaworms.
sorry.
Did you know that it was a worm?
That it was what?
Oh, you talking about that
Worm.
woodworm?
Yeah, the woodworm. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
tamilok.
don't know.
Did you know that?
it's not.
Do you
I've
know how
actually
it
heard that
looks
it's
like
not half
before?
bad, but
It's not
I would
bad.
think
It
it would taste
tastes
like
like seafood actually.
sawdust.
It's like
Oh,
kilaw.
does it? I would think it would taste like sawdust.
But when you know what it looks like,
Yeah, it looks kind of nasty. So it looks kind of nasty. I don't know, man, if I would try it or not.
Oh, it's fine. It's not even a worm. It's a mollusk. It's like eating a snail or something.
Okay, I'd probably have to have a couple
Oh.
beers in me, but first,
pass. Just weird.
liquid courage.
I have to get drunk first
Uh,
or beer.
what, you would get drunk first?
Yeah, before eating,
Tamilok.
and then
Yeah, because who's that guy who does that show? Is it Anthony Bourdain or somebody ate them on his show?
Oh.
But who's that one dude who travels around and eats weird stuff?
Adam Richman,
Yeah, I think it was him.
the guy that came to the Philippines and he kept going Salamat, Salamat, and I'm like, okay, it's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he came here and ate one. I saw a video. One of those guys was eating one was trying them. And he said it actually didn't taste half bad. So I have not seen anybody here that's selling them or anything.
Well, I don't think they. I think that they have to be eaten locally. I don't know that they sell them in other places. I think maybe you have to go right to the source and eat them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would be interesting. Andrew Zimmer, that's
He's
it.
saying it's Andrew Zimmer. Yeah, that's it. Leave it to Oscar Mike, the real professional. Anthony
Yeah, I wonder
Bourdain.
if he's ever
Ain't
tried
below.
them.
I'm not touching below it. I'm just not
But
going
it's
to do it.
yummy.
No.
Actually,
Why
I don't
not?
mind Bulldog.
Even just the yolk.
The only thing
Just
I don't
the
like
yolk
is
part of the balot.
I think
I've
I
I
eaten
don't
the
like the
whole thing.
chick part.
But then what's the point? Why?
It's why
It's the point of eating balot.
it's high in
And
protein.
it's delicious. Only the yolk part. Because
No, the whole part is
cannot
delicious, but the fact that you will eat chick makes it a little bit
Just call it dead duck.
gooey.
See, it wouldn't sell very well here if the guy was coming around to the houses on a bicycle yelling, "Dead duck, dead duck."
Yeah, right.
Oo, din daw, patay. Just the Penoy part. Just the Penoy. It does not have a duck.
Oh,
It does not have a chick yet.
if I
It's
ate the
like the
pano,
egg.
I might as well eat the bolot.
Basically, you're eating a duck abortion.
I know.
A duck abortion. Lovely. But I actually don't mind Balot. I have to be in a specific mood to eat it, but I do like Esau. You like Esau, Dave?
good. As long as it's
What is that?
yeah.
Esau, it's like chicken intestines.
I generally stay away from the organ parts of the body because they got a lot of fat in them. I try to avoid that.
Okay.
Really?
Drunk is in a mood. It is for me, buddy. When it comes to eating certain things. Liquid courage. Exactly. Drunk is totally a mood.
Thanks for having me on, and thank you ladies for putting up with my horrible humor.
Oh, thanks for coming on, brother. Anytime, man.
Thank you for listening to our
So, okay. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Thank you too.
Is that okay? Is that okay, ladies?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, anything you care to add in closing? Oh, and don't forget, man.
Huh?
Give your clinic a plug.
Okay. We have a dental. Yeah, we have a dental clinic here in Binyan, Laguna. It specializes in dental surgery and implant dentistry. Um, it's a couple of. It's 1 hour from Manila. So, and also if you guys have any questions relating to dental, we are free to answer all your concerns. Thank you for having us here, and thank you for
Hearing
this show, hearing our
things.
crazy superstitions.
Oh,
And
no.
it was nice to meet you too, Dave.
Yes. And
Definitely.
thank you, ladies. It's always a pleasure doing a show with you. And we'll be back next week at about 9:30. Don't know what we'll talk about yet, but we'll try to make it interesting, whatever it may be. So
If
this
you
is,
guys also have any suggestions, you can feel free to suggest.
yes, we always take suggestions too about topics. That's fine. Or, and eventually maybe even do an open question show. And sometimes that can be kind of scary. Yeah, we could do a whole show on dental. How would you ladies feel about that? Doing a whole show on dental?
That's okay.
Okay.
You can ask
Any
questions
kind of
or dental
questions.
related
We can
concerns.
answer it really good.
Okay, I hope so. So, anyway, this is Bubba and the Filipinas.
This is Ken.
And Louis.
Yeah.
And thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate the fact that you people listen. Uh, anyway, I hope we were able to entertain you, and we'll be back next week at 9:30 Friday night, Philippines time, of course. And I hope you have a great week, and may the sun be shining wherever you may be.